Take two. Okay, here's a bunch of tax protesters out there. You don't like paying your income tax. The government's taking too much out of your check each week and giving it to the Federal Reserve, a private bank, a conglomerate of organized criminals. Somehow, your Congress gave up their constitutional duties. Just wrote it off to the Federal Reserve to coin the monies. Seems like a Congress is able to give up one right, they shouldn't have any others. Why should they? They don't want to do their jobs, huh? Well, all you income tax protesters, I'm with you. You want a 100% true fired method to get rid of your income taxes right now? Oh yeah, Congress can keep their little Federal Reserve gangster going. It's just income taxes won't be feeding it. There's a better, more legal way to raise those tax dollars. It's right there in the First Amendment of your Bill of Rights. The very first thought the authors of that document put down on paper. Like the editor of the newspaper makes a headline, the most important thought of the day, up first, up front. The very first line in the Constitution's Bill of Rights, Amendment number 1, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. And you know what? A tax-free status for those parasites is what is screwing up your paycheck. If they paid a 10% tithe, like most religions expect of their members, they paid a 10% income tax from the church revenues, what they take in, 10% of it, into the Federal Reserve instead of your income taxes. I wish I had the name of the document and who wrote it. It was back in the early 80s, I believe. It was compiled back then. What is taken in through income taxes and what possibly can be taken in with the 10% church revenues taxed. There would be a surplus to the Fed. They could not legitimately tax you 1 penny of your income due to that surplus. If only religion did not have that unconstitutional law respecting them with a tax-free advantage over any other business, any other group of people that do not claim some kind of religious status. How do you want it? You want to continue paying your income taxes, or you want to follow your Constitution, that piece of paper you used to brag to people about, that what makes your country so good, that Constitution and the Bill of Rights attached to it. The first thought in the Bill of Rights. You follow that one thing right there and you will eliminate your income taxes right away. A 10% tithe to the Federal Reserve instead of your income tax will cover it plenty. Figure it out. You're being duped by a bunch of parasites that claim a religious status. You have the Catholics, Lutherans, Presbyterians, on and on and on, and every other Christian cult. And you have the Jewish synagogues, Muslim mosques, remember the Moonies? You have all kinds of parasites out there claiming some kind of religious belief and a tax-free status, violating Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That's billions and billions and billions of respect you're giving religions. And what's really funny is the uptight, Pentecostal? Are they uptight? I don't really care who they are, but name me an uptight Christian cult. What is in their hearts would they would actually allow these other evil demonic cults such a tax-free advantage? That personal greed allows their conscience to have these other people gain in prosperity, preaching the evil, non-God word. Think about that. They're so greedy in their own tax-free advantage of their own religion, they allow all these other false prophets to prosper. All these false prophets prospering because you're too greedy in your own faith. If you take your greed really personal, you'll be able to keep your entire paycheck for your labors, your work. And the churches will be paying the Fed, not you, not me. Income tax or follow the First Amendment. It's up to you. It's real simple.